something that I saw that I was just passing by. I wasn't gonna bring it up until you put it in um our little folder, but a teacher was getting his hair taken down by students this past week. I don't have an article on it. Do you have an article too?
Just what I sent you.
Um, and basically, way that it was explained in the video was he was getting his students to take his hair down because he had a hair appointment right after school
Hmm.
and he couldn't take his hair down before. And so it's been a lot of uproar because it was his students doing it.
Hmm.
I think he's a high school teacher, and it was he. It's him being a male teacher getting female students to take his hair down. We know how we want to protect children and how feet like I just read a book about this. Or
What
listen
book?
to it. The one with the crazy
With Frida.
yeah, with Freedom McFadden,
Hmm.
that one. So basically, he got the kids once they got finished doing their work. They had a big STEM test or something like that. If they did good, and all their work was done, he would let them take his hair down. I don't know why that was a prize, but
Um,
what's your thoughts on it?
Girls like doing hair. Like I look at like Lily. If I give Lily a few rubber bands,
Hmm.
she will play in my hair until the ends of the earth.
Yeah.
Um, I could get how parents could feel that it's inappropriate, but I could also get where if it was a woman teacher, um, people wouldn't be as outraged, right?
Hmm.
I think it's because of the gender of the teacher. I was actually watching this one teacher who's not a teacher anymore, Miss Richardson. She's one of those people that used to do like the videos that would go viral about stuff happening in the classroom.
Hmm.
And she was saying that things are very different now than when she was in school because her basketball coach when she was in school
Hmm.
used to take her home from school. She would take her shopping, she would get her hair done. But she was like, my teacher knew that my mom and daddy had a lot of kids.
Yeah.
And there was just things that I was missing out on
Yeah.
because I was one of the many kids.
Hmm.
And I think she may have been an older kid or one of the middle kids, and she wasn't growing out of things as fast as say the babies or the older ones.
Yeah.
But when her teacher saw that things didn't fit, she would go and spend money on those things to help them out. She was like when she turned around and started coaching basketball at school that she was teaching at, she said the only contact that we had with students was through like a system.
Hmm.
So it's like the equivalent of I'm gonna go in and send out an email and it text all my students. But she was
Yeah.
like, I didn't have their phone numbers.
Yeah.
I don't have their parents' information. It's all set up through this system. I just go in and click a name and send out stuff. um, I agree with that, Deshauna. Like when you think about the parts of like high school for like the biggest example that I can think
Yeah.
of that stick out for you the most are those teachers that you spent time with outside of the traditional classroom setting, like my orchestra teacher.
Hmm.
um Never took me home or anything like that, but I used to have to stay after school with him to practice
Hmm.
when we would have like all city, all state, all west practice and stuff like that. Like you were with him all the time.
Yeah.
One of my algebra teacher was a basketball coach. I used to do fundraisers for the basketball
Yeah.
team. So I would go to his classroom before school started because he was my very first class of the day, and I would sell chips and cookies and drinks for the
Hmm.
girls basketball team.
Yeah.
And nothing inappropriate in either one of those relationships, but this was my before school, this was my after school, and they both stick out. Um, I wasn't doing nobody hair, but I don't like doing hair. So that wouldn't
Yeah.
have been appealing to me anyways. If
Yeah.
a teacher, male or female, had said, "You want to take down my hair?" No.
I personally don't understand the appeal of doing hair.
Mhm. But think about your niece.
Yeah.
When she stayed with us, she
First,
was
yeah.
all in Lily's head. She
Yeah.
gave Lily baby hair galore.
Yeah. But it the optics look bad because it's a male teacher
Mhm.
and these are female students. Would it question comes up, would he allow a boy to do that?
Mhm.
You know, would it, because the thing is, if he allows a boy to do it, he's looking at it from a standpoint of these are students. I just need my hair taken down.
But would a male student even have volunteered?
I don't know. That's something I wouldn't like if he was, because you think of it like this: if a male student, if he was needing a haircut, didn't have hair, just needed a haircut because he was, you know, and you knew one of the male students could cut hair or
Mhm.
cut hair on the side, nobody would think about it.
Mm-mm.
Nobody would think about, oh, he's cutting his hair at school.
She said, depending on how fine he was.
Oh my goodness.
No. And we actually had I can't remember what grade I was in, but there was a girl who wrote in her diary about having relations with the teacher.
Hmm.
Turns out he didn't even know who she was.
Do what now?
She wrote in her diary about having relations with the
And he
teacher.
didn't even know this teacher.
He
He
didn't
ain't
even
got
know.
fired and some more
He didn't
stuff.
get fired.
Oh, he did.
There was an investigation.
Yeah.
It never like went to the I don't think it ever went to the city or like the school board or anything. But there was an investigation done. And in that investigation, like it was like she admitted to her mama, like, I don't know this man. I
Yeah.
just see him at school. But her mom found it and brought it to the
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
And so, like, of course, he left our school after.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still teaching or not, but he left our school after that. And it was like there was no findings that he did anything besides exist.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, what do you do with it?
Keep you one, you keep them away from each other.
But I mean, that's why he left.
Yeah.
One, but what do you do with it?
It's
And they were away from each other because remember, he don't know who she
yeah, right,
is.
right. It's one thing, like I'm just reading the comments and
I'm
yeah,
gonna start at V's.
I really don't think he meant any harm. He just needed his hair
Mm-hmm.
taken down. And if there was nothing for them to do at the end of the school year, need my hair taken down. Hey, can y'all do this? You know, if you did all your work, woo, 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 you can come take my hair down. And they seem to enjoy it, you know.
I agree, Deshauna. I don't like people touching me, so I have two very touchy feely kids,
Yeah.
but I don't like people touching me like that, and like I don't want to do your hair.
Yeah. That's so funny. But it just looks bad.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it looks extreme optics wise because of the relationships that we have now evolved to with teachers. We have seen where teachers have, and it's crazy that I read a book about this where the teacher basically, that's the name of the book is, or I listened to, the name of the book is The Teacher,
Mm.
where the teacher took advantage of a 16-year-old,
This was by Frida.
yeah,
Mm.
16-year-old girl where they, I think Massachusetts or something that they were based in, I can't remember, where it was it was consent, right?
Mm.
They took it way further than what this teacher did, but the idea that the teacher, a superior,
Mm-hmm.
can manipulate a child into doing what they want to do
Mm-hmm.
is the optics, is what it looks like. and it looks like a form of manipulation. Whereas in, you know, where he's looking at it from is, I just need my hair taken down.
Mhm.
These are the people that said, "Hey, take, I'll do it,"
Mhm.
and we put parameters up, and they pass those parameters.
Mhm.
Um, it just looks extremely bad, and for him to be a black male teacher, one that we don't see a lot,
Mhm.
right? It's not a bad looking guy. Um, right, young dude, not too much older than them.
First off, he was live streaming it on
Yeah,
TikTok.
he live streamed. Yeah.
So that tells me he's young already or young adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I look at a lot of teachers because there's this one teacher that Tommy and I have seen each other videos from who post like the things my students say to me.
Yeah.
And they that teacher in particular, she has a really great relationship with her students. She's young adjacent. I don't know how old she is, but she looks
Yeah.
fairly young. I don't think she's early 20s or anything. But like I think it was Deshauna was saying, like, you like to see those relationships. And I think that her students have like twirled in her hair a time or two.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was like she need to get her hair done.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure her students have taken down her braids, if
Well, I
I'm
mean,
not mistaken. And it doesn't get the same uproar
well,
that a
we
man gets.
sexualize it because it's a man and a woman,
Mhm.
or male and female.
Mhm.
And it's sexualized because of that, and then it's sexualized because it's a teacher and student,
Mhm.
and that relationship, it should be aligned in that relationship. And now today, to reach these students, you have to go past that line.
In some
In some
cases.
cases, you have to go past the line just to meet them where they are, to
Mhm.
teach them. This the oldest thing I'm about to say, but back in my day in school,
Okay, almost 40.
right, right. Back when I was in school, it was, you do what I say or that's it. But now today, it's so much stuff that they have access to.
Mhm.
We had, when I was in high school, we had a gateway computer for the house.
Mhm.
You know, dial up internet,
Mhm.
and if somebody, you know, was on the phone, you can't use it.
Mhm.
Or if you ran out of minutes, like, that's crazy, right?
Now everybody in your house can have a device before they turn 5.
Right. A phone.
Well, I wouldn't give mine
No,
under
like I
5.
know people that have their kids are our kids' age, have a phone. They're able to call, look at what they want to. Like, our child has a tablet.
She does. But her tablet is locked down in a manner that
Yeah.
she can't do stuff like that.
Right, right. So it's a matter of, you have to be able to, the kids gotta trust you as a
Mhm.
leader,
Mhm.
right? And you have to put in them trusting you, and trusting that you're not gonna do anything to put them in harm's way. They have to believe in you.
Mhm.
And
I feel
that's the
like I look as sleepy as I am.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
you do. I
I've
need
been
you
up
to
since
perk up.
I've been up a mighty long time.
Well, I mean, like, you gotta get it together,
I'm
man.
at 7 hours now. I'm sorry.
You gotta get it together, man.
It's the end of the workday.
Shoot, you got a whole day to go through. But I just, I don't know, man. It's I don't see anything wrong with it, but I don't know how I would feel
Mhm.
if that was one of my.
I've had teachers I had a bond with without interacting physical connections. I agree.
Yeah,
Like I named two.
yeah. But it's none of my teachers ever act like, I'm not gonna, like, there's nothing
Like
that,
if I saw them now, it would definitely be a hug
yeah,
involved. But I'm grown, and I think both of them that I named are retired now.
yeah. I've always been a hugger, so it's like, the one interaction outside of school for with a teacher was, my teacher took me, Map, um, I think Charles, Benny, and Vic
You gave
to.
this person a hold on.
Yep, I ain't hang out with him like that.
Okay.
He played basketball with them, and I was just one of the, Vic and Map.
Mm.
And the teacher, he took us to in a Hawks game
Good
to see.
morning, Donna.
Good
Oh, I
morning.
saw that picture.
Yeah, and we was like, "What would Brown do for you?"
Mhm.
Because Brown was supposed to go and he didn't.
Mhm.
And so we all went
The
to a
fact
Hawk.
that y'all were on last name basis.
Mr.
I
Brown.
know, but I'm saying like y'all just call him Brown, not me.
But that was the relationship. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That was the relationship that we had. And these were great teachers. They were teachers that was classrooms right next to each other, so everybody was cool with each other. And they took us to the Hawks game,
Mhm.
to see LeBron James play in his rookie season, um, and stuff like that. But that was a thing that they did extra. Of course, our parents said, "Yeah, you can do this" and stuff like that. But I mean, they took care of us in that way.
Yeah, I didn't want nobody to touch me, D. Like nobody. Don't touch me. I ain't gonna touch you.
Yeah, I've always been a touchy feely person.
And now I live with 3 people that like to touch.
Yeah.